Mine looked black and white.
Good.
Great.
All right.
All
Apparently, we
right.
got all our makeup situated. So,
Yeah, we got that situated. We're good to go.
We're on.
all right. My name's Bill, W0KAL. We'll go ahead and do quick introductions with everybody. So, I'll send you over to AJ.
Howdy, howdy. I'm Alex. I am in Cheyenne, Wyoming. Happy to be here tonight. Send you down to sunny.
Kilo Delta 8, Lima Hotel Radio, POTA Boy here in Northeast Ohio. Glad you're here tonight. Glad I'm here. And glad all these wonky wonks are here. Go ahead, Dave, to my left.
Hey, this is Dave. I'm out here in South Central Illinois, WD9N.
Thought you were going to say South Central LA for some reason. Boys in the hood.
It's 26 degrees here.
Oh, boy. I think we were at 20. It was 18. We're down to 18 right now.
Ooh,
South Dakota.
You're getting our
hey,
weather
hey,
from
hey.
yesterday, Bill.
Yeah.
We are
Not
a whopping
real happy about that.
31 or 31 here. Last I looked.
24 right now. 24 degrees right now here.
Woohoo, I'm the oldest.
So what's
Hello,
going
Matt.
on, guys? What's going on? It's good to see everybody tonight. Excellent
It's-
to see everybody.
Frosty
Not
and
much.
frozen and snowing.
Yep,
Hey,
I
POTA
hear you.
Power.
Hey, POTA Power. Good evening, guys.
Hey, Water Power. How's it going?
Say hi to Big Tall Mike out there. Jason, how you doing? And Adam, you're in there as well. POTA Power is
MedTech.
MedTech, and good. Glad you're all doing well. Thank you for the hearts. Appreciate them. Well, I mean, there's a couple things we've discussed in the promo and the pre-entry of the video. We've discussed antennas, phonetics. I'd like to mention my last activation. It was a good activation for me. I enjoyed myself.
Yeah, buddy.
Well, why don't you go on? We'll start us out with how your activation went then.
Yeah, do that. I'm
All right.
interested.
Well, my last activation, I was actually at a presidential home up in Mineral, Ohio. That's the James A. Garfield Historical National Historical Site. And James A. Garfield, as you all should know, was our 20th president of the United States. And I activated his home. It was great. I did a tour of the grounds. I called ahead of time, asked what I could do, couldn't do, told them who I was, what I do with the videos and stuff like that. That is awesome. Absolutely come up here and record whatever you want to record. I said, great. And then they said, except for the inside of the building. And I said, why? The reason why, now this kind of was baffling, but I understood. And the reason why is because when you're filming on these smart devices or whatever, there's infrared lights that flash in your camera. And if you put a camera to a camera, you can see them lights flash. And it could damage photos, writings, literature, paperwork, stuff like that. And sometimes if it's strong enough, it can even damage clothing, wool clothing and cotton clothing and stuff like that. And this is for what I was told. And hi, Cindy in the background.
Dinner time.
So that's that is what I was told. But the grounds was just as great. And what I didn't understand, and this was explained to me as well, is they said you can peek through the windows with the camera, but you can't have the cameras on the inside of the building because of that little blinking light that's going on at all times anytime you're recording, whether you're on a phone or phone or GoPro or whatever. There's that little infrared light that flashes it. So I'm like, okay, cool, great. So I did what I did at when I went down to Nelson's Ledges, and I did a little tour There's Becky. Hi, Bill.
Hey,
I did a
Becky.
little
She's my friend from down in Nebraska.
Well, hello there, Becky from Nebraska. I did a little tour of the property, and then I got on the air, and I just activated, worked a good pile up. I didn't even have to call CQ, but one time, and that was at the beginning. So boom, bada bing, bada boom. There it was. And
About how many contacts did you end up with?
I ended up I stopped at 40, but it gave me 41 because of multiple parks. I had multiple parks, and they hunted me. I didn't even hunt this go around. They came to me. But I ended up with 41 in the log because of a twofer park. So that was a good thing. I think total I had 12, 10 or 12 parks, something like that. But it was a great time. I had a really good time. I enjoyed every minute of it. And I hit a mile marker on my YouTube. I broke 500 subscribers. I'm at 501. Thank you, everybody.
Nice. Congratulations on that.
Good job. Nice,
Thank you,
man.
Thank you. Working hard to do what I do, and I do it all for you. Like I say on my streams, I give you the raw dog footage. I don't film it and then edit it and give you what I think you should see. I give you what I want you to see, and that's everything that I do. So,
yeah.
But yeah, it was a great activation. And afterwards, my first contact of the night, my first contact of the activation was Kilo Delta 2 Hotel Whiskey Delta Eric from Eric's NFEDs. He's the one that makes our NFEDs that we do for our giveaways. And Vaughn and Julie and POTA Power, they just did another giveaway. He's here. That's the Eric NFED. That's the Cube, QRP Cube. No, Bob, I haven't boxed it and sent it yet. My wife was supposed to do that today, and she got tied up doing some other stuff. It will get sent out. And but anyways, turns out that Eric is like a 5th or 6th cousin of brain fart, where I was.
Don't you love that?
It's right there. But he's like a 5th or 6th cousin of the God, my brain ain't working.
Garfield?
What? Yeah, Garfield. James A. Garfield.
There you go. There you go.
That's gonna let him
Thanks,
suffer for a
David.
while,
Oh, Dave. Oh, you. But yeah, he turns out he's a distant cousin of James A. Garfield. I thought that was really cool. And after my activation was done, I went inside and I talked to the guards, the rangers on duty, and the caretaker, the creator, and they were really excited to hear that. They did. My 500th subscriber was the curator of the museum, so that was cool.
Oh, nice.
She subscribed to my channel, and
awesome. How fitting.
I don't know who won our 501 is, but thank you, appreciate you, love each and every one of you, and I'll keep doing what I do.
Nice, man. Nice.
Good deal.
Good time, man. Really good time. I mentioned this on my videos sometimes. I don't look like I'm having a good time because I'm a joker, midnight stroker. You know the song.
A toker.
Toker, but I don't look like I'm having a good time because my face is always serious. And the reason why my face looks like this when I'm doing my videos, it's not because I'm angry or I'm mad or I'm whatever. I'm hard of hearing, so I listen closely, and I gotta listen real close. My radio's turned almost all the way up when I'm activated. So
Brother Sonny, I just assumed it was because you're ugly.
That too. You can't.
Yeah. Just kidding, buddy. Just kidding.
Oh, I ain't gonna lie. I'm not handsome. I'm ugly as a. I always say I'm as fine as a frog's butt bouncing across the pond, but I'm just as ugly too.
And mean as a box of nails, right?
Mean as a lily pad that breaks in the middle of the pond.
There you go. There you go.
But yeah, that was it in a nutshell, and had a great time doing it though. I love my activations. I love parks on.
Good deal. Good deal. So
Work on the truck, so it's gonna, I didn't get to go out here lately.
Yeah, we got to change your handle here, AJ, to Hunter, to Alex the Hunter.
pretty much, huh? Pretty much, man.
I don't
It's
know.
gonna
We've
get harder
got
and
him
harder.
out activating a lot of times.
Yeah.
What's that?
We've got Alex out activating a few times. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just need to get out there again.
I've never. Well, I have gotten you on your activations. I've gotten you more as a hunter. I think I got you.
Oh yeah, by far.
I think I got you like 118 times or something like that in my logbook. Because you had another call sign. Thank you, Medtech.
With my previous call.
How they do that this year?
No gas signs.
Yeah, with your previous call, Kilo 7, whiskey.
Yep, you betcha. Yeah. We've had a lot of contacts over the past 2 years.
Oh yeah, I got Bill almost as many times. Dave, I got you like 5.
Yeah, we've got several.
Yeah,
I'm surprised that I haven't worked Alex yet when I'm out. I don't know if it's just the timing of it or what.
I don't think I've gotten you, Mike.
We're going to have to try, Dave.
Yeah.
Yeah, you guys got to try and work each other. Right? I've gotten Bill and the good-looking one.
I'm the good-looking one. What are you talking about here?
What?
My brain ain't braining no more again.
My buddy Richard that I go out and do a lot of photos with. Richard. OII. And so we'll joke and I'll say, yeah, and if you're looking at through the radio, I'm the good looking one. So, but now they can see me and
Now, Richard ain't here to confirm or deny either one, so you could call it all you want.
Richard's kind of sneaky. He might sneak in if we. So let's just shoo that away. He might tell all my secrets.
So, Bill, you had something you wanted to. You kind of wanted to share that we wanted to talk about a little bit that I think would be really interesting to chat about briefly.
Yeah. So I'm subscribed to a lot of the Facebook POTA posts or whatever, and I came across this one that I have had difficulties with in the past. So I'm listening to an activation right now. The activator and Hunter are going back and forth many times, trying to copy a call sign correctly. When Hunter finally used the proper phonetic alphabet, the activator was immediately able to copy them correct. I'm sure it was some thought put into the selection of these words, Juliet and Japan. So what I always suggest to everybody is you have at least a couple of different ways to phonetically say your call. I feel that you should always use what I'm going to refer to as a proper phonetics. Now, I know that a lot of people are going to say, no, there's no proper, but there's kind of a standardized list. And so I always suggest that you go through with that, but have a backup. Maybe they're not understanding your Bravo and or something along those lines. So you might throw in a Baker. So, but I prefer that everybody go with the standardized phonetics that you see.
Yeah.
I think it's just easier to understand. People are most likely to pick those up because those are the ones you hear over and over all the time. So I think that's the way to go. I'm sure others will have difference of opinion. They're wrong because, but so
Bill, everybody's opinion counts for them. Okay.
yes, it counts for them. I don't have to play their game, but yeah. So
Board games.
that's me jumping up on my soapbox and my piece on that. Anybody else have any opinions on that or thoughts?
Well, I've gone.
Too, I'm sorry. Go ahead, Sonny.
Oh no, I've had enough time, Alex. Go ahead.
Well, I was just going to say that I too agree. I agree. I too use proper phonetics at first, and then I will change those phonetics when they're not getting my call sign. Now I have a pretty darn easy call sign with whiskey, whiskey 6, whiskey, whiskey, whiskey. But sometimes that does get a little confusing for others. But when it does, I'll change it up. I'll go World Wide Web or something to that effect. But I tend to always begin with proper phonetics, and I think to me that's important. Obviously everyone is different, but to me that's important. But that also comes from training in pilot training and things like that as well. So
yeah, and MedTech, to answer
just
your question, it's the little loop part at the top of the S that most people don't understand. And I've been back and forth with that myself. I've actually had it both ways to where they couldn't catch Lima Hotel Radio, and I've gone several times. KD8 Lima Hotel Radio, KD8 LHR, Lima Hotel Radio, and then I say what in my opinion, the testament from my call sign is Kilo Delta 8 loves ham radio, and then they're okay, yeah, and so I've gone both ways to where I just blurt out KD8 loves ham radio, blah blah blah, and then I don't understand what you're saying. Lima Hotel Radio, and you got it. Especially if you're in the park, you're activating the park, you don't want to be that guy. And I'll try never to be that guy. I was that guy one time, and I don't regret being that guy, but I was that guy one time where, I was in the middle of an activation and somebody started just chattering away with, I won't say 5,000 watts, but pretty darn close if you ask me. And
hey, Joe, can you kill Nightbot for a little bit? Go ahead. I'm sorry.
And they were burying me. I wasn't receiving nothing. And I called them out on it. And then I moved frequency. But I won't be that guy no more because I didn't like that guy. That guy was a mean guy. And I don't like being the mean guy. I want to be able to talk to my viewers, talk to, whatever viewers I can get. If you're on my live stream and I hear you, I'm absolutely going to try to get you. If I catch in the stream, in the comments when I'm live streaming, and you say, hey, Kilo 7 Sugar Hotel X-Ray, MedTech is trying to get to you, I'm going to try. Matter of fact, at my last Juliet 88 India Hotel or something like that, somebody text in my live stream, hey, Juliet 88, blah, blah, blah. And I went back to him, and where was that? It was DX nonetheless. But I went back to him, and I heard him. And I thought that was pretty cool. So, and I've done it where, I think it was your brother, Bob, put in the chats one time. I'm trying. And I said, all right, guys, hold on. Kilo Echo, 0, Quebec Echo, Quebec. And he came back and I got him in the log. If I can hear you, I will log you. And I will strain my little itty bitty ears to get whoever I can in the log. To me, it's if you're putting the effort in to get to me, I'm going to put the effort back to get to you, regardless of what I'm getting. So,
yeah,
good deal. So Richard did message me, and I did get in trouble for telling stories. So
nice.
So I just wanted to say, my friend Becky, her husband is a ham, and she put his call sign in there and all that.
I saw that.
And they are not real far from me, a couple of hours. And so we might have to head down that way and see if we can get him in the park. So I'll do some talking over the next few days.
There you go.
See what we can come up with there.
I was thinking, me and Alex were talking this morning on the Discord, like we always do on my way into work, and I think I want to get a new general, like a new ham, as a guest. I want to find somebody that's a new ham, fresh to POTA, and get them on the show and talk to them and see if we can't, figure out why they became a ham and why they chose Parks on the Air. I think that would be a good idea and a good storyline to go sell.
Yeah, that would be great. Yeah, and we've got a bunch lined up. Nothing totally confirmed yet, but we'll definitely, hopefully soon, be able to get.
Hi, Dave.
He'll be back. But yeah, hopefully we can get some more guests soon, and
hi,
go
Dave.
from there. Welcome back, Dave.
I just dumped out of here.
Technology, man.
Ain't it great?
Gotta love it. Gotta love that.
There's the eye.
So, loving those Eric infeds, man. They're pretty cool.
Good antennas, man. Good antennas.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
whoever gets one
awesome.
is going to be lucky to get one when Bob gets his. And I did check on that other one. It's still in Chicago. I don't know why it's still there. So what I'm doing is when I send out Bob's, I'm just going to send out another one. Just going to send another one. I'll take the loss.
It sounds like you probably are going to have to, unfortunately.
I still got the address and everything written down for who was supposed to get it. It's right over here. It's Miss Tracy in Floyd, Missouri. Foley, Missouri. And I don't have a call sign on there, but I know the address of who it's going to. So I'll box another one up for them and get it sent out to them because they took the time to come to the show and everything like that. So. And my apologies for the mail. Sorry. I mean, government's the government and mail just mails whenever it feels like it. Usually for me, it goes to Chicago and stays there, I guess. Because I think that's the problem I had when I sent that stuff up to you, Alex. It went to Chicago and stayed there for a good week or so.
It's the black hole, man.
And then the one time that I sent
hole.
Stuff. Well, the first
Dave will tell you about Chicago and places like that, won't you, Dave?
I don't even want to talk about that place.
Yeah, we'll get into that another day off camera.
The first time I sent it to you, it came back to me because I mailed it to the wrong person. Mailed it to myself.
True. Good point.
Oh boy.
Mailed it to yourself. It was a good test to see if you could mail something to yourself, and it worked.
Just testing.
I mailed, yeah. I was just testing to see if my kids would pick it up, and That is for you. But speaking of antennas,
Yeah, exactly.
Dave, you like to use dipole antennas, correct?
The what?
The dipole, inverted
Yes.
V's, and
Yep.
so forth.
Absolutely.
I'm an NFED guy.
Yeah.
I love my NFEDs. You know.
So
And
you're running, I assume you're running one of the Eric NFEDs?
when I'm at the field, yeah, when I'm in the field and the weather's, pending. We got like 4 or 5 inches of snow up here now, so no.
So
I absolutely could.
Does that also have a one-to-one current choke on it, or do you run some kind of a counterpoise with that?
You can run a counterpoise. It does have a counterpoise, a lug for a counterpoise. Matter of fact, I have one right here. It's the one that I use regularly. I got my box in the house. But this is the one that I use on a regular basis. And this is the 40-meter wire that's all coming undone because of the way I picked it up. But it is hooked up here, up top here somewhere. Or no, there's the top. I was upside down. Okay, it's hooked up right here at the top. And then down here where it's unraveling because I wound it, I was in a hurry to get out of there. Last time I used this, I think Bigfoot was chasing me. That's your counterpoise.
That's never good.
That's your counterpoise.
Sasquatch issue.
I was just curious if you actually run that or.
Man, I got it. Oh, man. Man.
So one of the questions.
Boy fashion.
So, Sonny, one of the questions MedTech had was, what method do you use for deploying your NFEDs? I know there's the tossing over the back. Some people do slingshots. All different types of, we'll say, weaponry.
Weaponry,
potato guns, things like that.
Potato guns, yeah.
Potato guns. I've done it several different ways. I've gone with big old lead weight. I've used the bags where you granny launch them. I really suck at that, so I quit doing it. And now I had a string of luck. I was thinking, I wonder how much a mast, an extendable, lightweight, mast would cost from DX Engineering or something like that. And the day I was thinking of this, and I was looking at the website, and yes, that right there, Dave.
Yep.
I was looking at the DX Engineering website. I was like, man, I'd really like to have one of them. And I was like, okay, well, I can get one of them. So I was getting ready to order it, and I was at work, and somebody was cleaning out their truck, and they happened to have a 30-foot extendable painter's pole. A little more durable, a little less flexible. I thought they were going to throw it back in their truck, and they didn't. They just left it. So I picked it up, brought it to the shop, set it up against the shop, waited for them to come back. They never came back. So I said, hey, bonus. So I use a 30-foot extendable painter's pole with usually my POTA boy, a POTA dog, I call him. He don't like it, but I call him my POTA dog, Vito. He got me this here, and I'll hook my NFED. I got one of these. I got a new contraption that I'm going to be adding to my. But I take my NFED and I just take my carabiner, hook it on there, and then just lift it up.
Now that's 3D printed, all correct?
No, you can get these at. He got it on Amazon. Don't ask me the link. I don't know, but he got it on Amazon, and he gave this to me. Now you could hook it there. You could hook it here, like that, and put it up like that as well. I like this side. I like this hook here because it pulls down, and it hooks in there better. But this is a little thing that I come up with. I just took 2 little O-rings, crimped them together, and I took the part that this screws on the top of my painter's pole. I took the screw out, and I'm going to screw that right to it. And then this is just going to stay on there all the time, and then I'll just hook my carabiner to that.
There you go.
Because sometimes when you're lifting this up and your painter pole flexes a little bit, it does that. Then you got to bring the pole down, hook it back up, bring it back up. And then if you're anything like me, instead of, my luck, instead of your pole falling to your antenna, it falls away from your balun and breaks your wire. Go ahead, Dave. I'm sorry. I had to answer that. That's how I deploy my antenna, my infed.
No, I was just curious because you know me, I deep dive into numbers and I can get into that stuff. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. We've done. And the funny thing is we both build antennas. He goes a little deeper than what I do.
Yeah, your approaches are different.
Yeah, our approaches are different, but we basically have the same results. In the end, we have pretty much the same results.
Right. Well, like you guys were talking about the phonetics earlier. I come from military communications, so it's totally international phonetics for me. If you're giving non-standard phonetics off of that, it's a struggle for me because my brain is trained to listen for those standard international phonetics that we used in the military. Yep, Signal Corps MedTech.
So
Yes.
I tried to share the link and I failed miserably. The things that Sonny had there that go on top of the painter's pole, they do have on Amazon. They're called a plastic utility hook attachment for poles. So
I can.
And they are $8.88.
What's that?
They are $8.88.
So there you go, and they screw right on top. You take they screw right on top. You don't have to put no attachments or nothing. They screw right on top of the little screw. They're threaded for that thread on top of the painter pole.
Oh, let's see.
Right.
Yep, right there.
That's cool.
If you just search painter pole hook attachment on Amazon, they have all kinds of stuff on there. There's a whole gaggle of them on there.
Oh
There
yeah.
we go. Yeah.
All kinds of fun stuff.
Well, go back. Wait. Go back. Go back down. Keep going. Little more. Up right there. Stop. I like.
Oh
that.
yeah.
Go
Yeah,
back up
I found them here too.
Oh, so mine is technically for lights. David, you're the big man on the show.
Yeah.
Wow.
Big man on camera.
Putting some weight on. You know,
Adam, you're onto something. But no. I don't know how this will turn out, but we'll see here.
No, that's the same mistake I made, Alex.
Won't turn out, will it?
Yeah, I went and deleted them. MedTech did a shortened one.
How do I delete this?
I'll delete it for you.
Thank you.
Gray Man POTA. Hey, Gray Man. Tim, get a hold of Dave. He's got a question for you. Get a hold of Dave. If you would.
I sent you an email, Tim, but I suspect you get several, and it's probably lost in the pile. But we were discussing antennas and feed lines and all that kind of stuff the other day, me and Sonny, and we were discussing loss and feed lines and all that. And I was asking how you deploy that in Fed, and whether or not you also incorporate a 1-to-1 current choke in that.
I do
Because
not.
that changes your loss going into that antenna.
I do not know.
Okay.
And that's the difference between deep diving and I'm good with, that's me. I'm good. You know, like when I build antennas, and I'm gonna do another little show and tell here. When I
You
build
typically
antennas,
run what? 30, 40, 50 watts, 20 watts? What do you typically run for?
45 between I run between 5 to 50 watts is what I typically run. Unless there's like a contest or something like that, and I'd say, okay, I'm going. Hey,
Hillbilly hat.
American Eagle. What's up, Hillbilly? Good to see you here tonight. Typically when I'm in the field, I'm running anywhere from 5 to, lately it's been 45 watts, but 5 to 50 watts is what I normally run, and people have absolutely no problems hearing me. I run the FT891. I've taken my camera and showed how many watts I'm running, showed people, and this is one of my things I got to do in my videos, and I keep neglecting to do it because I'm so used to just setting everything up and then starting my video. I got to get to the point to where I show people how I deploy my antenna, how, you know, different ways you can deploy the antenna, different ways you can, you know, like when I'm at my feed point, and I was talking MedTech on KB's show tonight. Thank you for having us there, brother. Appreciate that. When I was talking to MedTech tonight, typically my feed point is only 2 feet off the ground. Okay.
Sure.
And I'm running at about somewhere like this, about a 41 to 42 pitch.
So how long a piece of feed line do you run to that?
I run a 50-foot Mini 8, RG Mini 8, you know, 50 ohms, all that good funky donkey stuff. But like when I'm building an antenna, like you got your calculators, you got your the stuff that you use, Dave. You use all that fancy stuff. And there's absolutely nothing wrong with that. That's great. That's absolutely 100% great. I don't do
you
it.
dang
Like
kids with all that fancy dancy stuff.
Exactly. You may have all the gray hair, but I'm older. Okay, I think I might be.
Well, I have 3 daughters, so
yeah, that explains it. I'm so sorry. I know. I apologize for making fun of your gray hair. It will happen many times again.
He has more hair than we do.
Yeah. So I'm dead.
Yeah, it's just all white and gray.
That's what I use right there. Everybody uses their nano BNAs and everything like that. I use that right there. This old brick. And this is all I use. For every antenna I've ever built, I've used this right here.
Right.
I have the same one. I use it and love it.
Yep.
I absolutely love it. I
have a rig expert, and I have one of the nano VNAs.
Yeah, I've even gone as far as just for the experiment of doing it. I ran a lot of coax to get it done, but I used LMR 400, and it was about 175 foot run of coax, just direct line coax to a set of railroad tracks, and I loaded up a set of railroad tracks.
Sure.
Until the train came by.
I don't remember who it was. I remember seeing videos of somebody just out goofing around, basically going, what is the craziest thing I can do with an antenna and still make a contact? And they went out along the beach and actually dug a trench down with their hand, laid a dipole out in the sand, buried it, and were making contacts with it.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, wow.
Oh, yeah. I've done that too. Matter of fact, KB, Kilo 5, Kilo Alpha Bravo. Why am I holding that like a phone? Kilo 5, Kilo Alpha Bravo can testify that the best contact he ever made with me, the best signal I ever gave him, and I showed him, I sent a picture. My antenna was literally laying on the ground. I had no clue. I set it up. I set up my end-fed. I was at work one day, and I was given the okay by my boss to do a show and tell for my coworkers. And KB's show was on there. I made the contact with him and won the very first giveaway of the bottles of bourbon. Woohoo, Sonny! But I didn't get the bourbon because I like eggnog. I never got my eggnog either. But I did get a shirt for me and my
Bottle
wife.
of bourbon, K5KAB.
Kilowatts in bourbon. So, yeah, that's... But back to the antennas.
It just goes to say, I mean, I get into the technical side of it, and it's sort of scales. If you're running 20 watts, a couple of dB of loss on 20 watts isn't huge, but a couple of dB at 100 watts is getting bigger.
Yeah.
It's still half the power, but 10 watts versus 20 watts. If you say you've got 3 dB of loss in a system and you're putting 20 watts in, so 10 watts is hitting the antenna. Well, the difference on the other end is minimal. But now if you go from 100 watts to 50 watts, that's a pretty big step.
Yeah,
it is. But look at me. I mean, and I am, by all means, I'm not bragging about nothing, but I very rarely have an activation to where I don't get at least a good shot of pilot.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And to me, that's the rush of it. That's the.
Do you want me to show you some of these charts I've done? I'll show you. I'll show these things and.
Yeah, bring it up. Absolutely. Let the people, let the masses see. Now explain.
That is Messi and Pelloni, the POTA Flex. It came up as POTA Flex 6 to me. I don't know. What I'm finding now says POTA Flex 7. I don't know if that's the same thing, but that was what I first came across. And they actually have the worst loss figure of all of them.
Wow.
And then Belden RG8X is the next worst in loss.
I would not have expected that from M&P.
Yeah.
At all.
Now, mind you, that's like I forget what size that is. That's a relatively small diameter, the POTA Flex is. So that's going to hurt it, especially at these higher frequencies. You see, this is up here at 6 meters at the top end, and it's 2 dB of loss in 100 feet of line. And like we said, in low power setups, and you'll see here in just a second, that's different. But the green one, that is ABR 240 UF, which is sort of their version of RG8X, which I was impressed by that because it is basically the same size, but does show just a slight edge in loss. And then of course the yellow one there at the bottom is the 9913 flexible 9913 F7. And then it's hard to see, but the ABR.
I was going to say, where's the purple?
Right on line with it. It's hidden under the yellow line.
Oh, okay.
That's why you don't see it. It's basically
Gotcha.
the same attenuation figures. But at 20 watts, here's what that translates to. You're still getting, I don't know what that's going to be, probably around 13.8, 13.6 watts, something like that. So at worst case, you're looking at you've lost, 6 or 7 watts off of it. So putting 20 watts into one end of any of these lines, the worst you're doing is, let's call it 13.5 watts is reaching the other end. Well, if you're only putting 20 in it, that's not a big deal. So it comes down to what's working for you, what's affordable, what works for your setup, what can you get in there. Like me, I've got a great big tote. I throw it in the back seat of a 3/4 ton truck. I'm not worried about how heavy it is or how bulky it is. If it doesn't fit in the back seat, I'll strap it down on the flatbed on the back of the truck. I don't care. So for me, I go, okay, well, I've got some 9913 here. I guess I'll just run that. But it's just kind of what works for a person. Now, this is why I was asking Sonny about if he's running Ballons and stuff like that. Now, the top red line is, now all this is kind of, some of it's taken off of measured stuff. that I've accumulated. Some of this is off of calculating and estimating. So these numbers may or may not be 100% accurate, But anyway,
numbers may vary.
So the green line is kind of using a center-fed dipole with a 1-to-1 current choke that's wound on an FT240 mixed 31 ferrite with what was that, RG174, just to make a 1-to-1 current choke is kind of the standard. I'm measuring that against. And then the red line is the loss using an FT140 core, which is a much, much smaller core. That's why you see these big losses in that here. And also on top of that, you've got a 1-to-1 current choke and calculating the loss in there. So you're actually adding what that green line is basically to what the 49-to-1 on an FT140 core is giving you for loss. Well, if you're using a small FT140, I think I modeled this with 18 gauge wire. If you're using that down at 80 meters, you're about 2.25 decibel that you're losing. That's significant power loss. And then when you get up to 10 meters, you're starting to get up there to about 2 dB. Now, if you upsize that core on that 49-to-1 to a 240, this is where you're at. You're basically doubling this. The loss in the 49-to-1 is almost the same as the loss in the 1-to-1 current choke. It's just doubling it because here again, that purple line's using the 49-to-1 and a 1-to-1 current choke. Because if you're not going to use a counterpoise wire or something like that, you're going to get RF down the line on some bands. Some bands it's probably fine if you're multi-banding with it. Other bands it's probably a nightmare. So if you just put the 1-to-1 on it, okay, it's going to force all that to stay out on the antenna and get rid of that stuff coming back down the line. But here's the big numbers between the two. The dashed lines down here are running the system at 20 watts. These lines up here running at 100 watts. Just so you see the comment I made earlier about if you're running, say 30, 40 watts or less, that loss is not as significant. And what these are down here is comparing the dipole with just the 1-to-1 choke versus the loss into an in-fed with the 49-to-1 and the choke is what the dashed lines are. So if you're running 20 watts, it really doesn't matter. It's just not that significant. Now, again, like I said, running that FT140 core, you see that big loss. Well, you see where you could be, and if you're putting 100 watts out of the rig, and this is just the loss in that current choke and the 49-to-1 transformer. That's not accounting for loss in the feed lines. So if you're really wanting every watt you can out there, especially as we get into really bad band conditions, you might give that some thought. But of course, again, like I said, portability is the whole thing. If you can't pack it into where you're going, it's doing you no good. So don't get totally hung up on those losses, but you can definitely see why you would want that core in a 49-to-1 transformer. If you're going to run 100 watts, you need that larger core because that small core can't handle the flux that you end up. The flux density is just too much for it. You'll saturate it. So that's something to keep in mind. All right, well, that's all the slides. So fun there.
Nice. Good technical information.
Very nice.
Those number crunchers that just want to go, what?
Well, as I said, that's great. It's wonderful. And if I've had questions for you before, I've been like, hey, what is your opinion on this, or what is your opinion on that?
Yeah.
We've gone back and forth about antennas and all that. And And
it comes down to two extremes with it. You can get the antenna that you can get out there and put it on the air, regardless of how it performs, and it's going to perform better than a perfect antenna that you can't get out there where you need it.
right. And then you got these things here that you can build. These are fun. This was the feed point for my Moxon that I built and broke. I actually made one contact on it. That was the second time KB said that I sounded really, really good. And that was on my 20-meter Moxon that I built and dropped and
Actually,
broke.
now it's on your nose.
Yeah, I'm trying to resonate. Ta-da.
You're resonant. You're resonant.
I'm waiting for it
So-
and it
Yeah,
catches.
1-to-1, buddy. 1-to-1.
So for
I
the
got
people
you.
that don't,
I got you to
people that don't
5'9".
understand, why don't you explain a little more what that little contraption was there, Sonny?
Yes.
That's exactly what Dave was talking about. That's what Dave was just talking about. You got your ferrite in there. This is a different type of ferrite. Or
Is that
ferrite.
what is that, a unun or?
It is a 49-to-1.
Oh, okay. So it is an unun.
Yes. And you got your wire.
Copper wire.
Yeah, that stuff.
You got that stuff on this side, and then the other stuff hooks to this side, and it goes into the thing, and then you hook that stuff up in here, and you go breaker 19, and it works.
Oh boy.
What?
Oh, no, you do not.
I had to do it. I had to bug somebody with it.
Oh,
But,
man.
Yeah, this is just a little gadget that was put together, and it's an unknown. And
There you go, Mid-Tech.
I used it
Thingy goes into thingy, and the thingy does thingy.
Absolutely. And I used that on my Moxon, which is all setting right here. It's all right here. The whole daggum thing, all the wires over there. So I like it. Don't listen to me. I like it. Everything but the wire is setting right here, and the wire is setting right there. And I built this thing, put it up. I could literally, this part here was literally right here, hanging like this with the coax. I hooked the coax up, and it's like hung right there like that. Turned it to the southwest and hit KB with 10 over that night. It was great. And then I went out there to do something, and I walked away, turned around because I heard something go boom clank, and I turned around and it was laid down and everything was sprawled out, snapped.
Catastrophic failure.
Yeah, I never put it back together. I could, but I want to redesign my center. I want to redo my center.
Moxon, I
That
think
makes me feel bad, Sonny.
Yeah, you had a catastrophic failure too. I know.
I made a
Yeah,
Moxon.
yeah.
And
I hate
interlaced.
tragic failures.
What?
Tragic antenna mishaps. I hate them.
Oh, yes. Well,
They're
thankfully, I
not fun.
haven't had any of those in an activation.
Knock on wood, yeah.
I did talk to Eric from Eric and Feds after my activation, and I put a bug in his ear. He's never built a Moxon before. So I put a bug in his ear. I told him, try a Moxon. Try and build a Moxon. See what you can do with it. Because his antennas are just, I mean, the QRP cube. I didn't measure the wire or nothing. I left it. And he has the instructions with it. Bob, you get the instructions, all that good stuff. And how you're supposed to use it and everything like that. When I used it, I didn't use the counterpoise. I hooked up my coax. It was an 18-foot jumper. I got 10 and done. It was a quick activation. I just wanted to get it on the air, see how it worked, and kind of do a quick my thoughts of it to Eric. And I kind of got sidetracked with my mother-in-law's funeral and stuff like that. And I never got to get back with Eric. But all I did was just hooked it up, threw it up in the sky, said CQ POTA, made 10 contacts, and went on my way. Didn't even record it. And I always try to record when I get into the park. And that time I didn't. I just CQ POTA, made 10 contacts, and called it a day. So
Good deal.
the antenna worked fabulous. And I didn't measure nothing out or anything. I didn't use a counterpoise. The antenna actually sat right on the table next to my radio, and I had I think it was a 1.7 to 1 or something like that SWR. Pretty good SWR. It's not the best, but
It's fine.
Yeah, absolutely. And there's absolutely nothing wrong with that. Some people want to get as flat a match as you can.
Right.
God bless you. God bless
Yeah.
you. Don't have to. You absolutely don't have to. As long as it's below a 2.3, I'd say I've used at the most, you're good to go. You're golden grams. And the antenna's the key to every activation is the antenna. It's all the antenna. It really is. What kind of antenna do you use, Bill? You and Richard?
I have out at POTA. We are running now I can't think of the name. It's not a comment. If you wouldn't ask me, I could have spit it right out. It's not a ham stick, but hustler coil, and then for each band we just change out the coils for each band. So
okay,
and we just have that mounted to his pickup truck. We use the Kenwood 480 because Richard built a long cable for it, so that 480 transmitter box just stays underneath the back seat. We can run that long cable out to the picnic table. It's a 50-foot cable. So we can run it out to the picnic table. He's got a head there and everything, and we'll activate right from the picnic table and using that antenna that's already fixed to his truck. So that's how we've been doing that.
You'll have that, hillbilly.
Yep.
So I want to know in the next 3 minutes that we have left, what is everyone's favorite antenna to build?
To
Quickly
build?
and go. Yeah, to build. What's your favorite antenna to build?
NFED.
I'm sorry?
NFED.
NFED?
I love building NFEDs, yeah. I'm gonna try another shot at a Moxon. Rebuilding this one over here. But I'm gonna wait until I get moved because we're looking for a new house.
Yeah.
So
I think the dipoles are the
Nice.
simplest.
I
What, Dave?
like the. Oh, go ahead, Dave.
Oh, I just said the dipoles are the simplest, but I've over the years changed what I do because for the longest time, I simply took the center conductor to one wire, the shield to the other one, no current chokes, no kind of balun or matching. I just direct to the coax, prune to tune, and run those things. And when you start running amplifiers, you'll learn that that doesn't always work. And so I've started winding my own one-to-one current chokes on FT240 cores. And that has that's helped a lot. Great, man.
Gray man, I want to see you build it.
Well, I've got,
Yeah.
Nice.
I want to see you build it.
Nice. That's
They
awesome.
They're a pain to rebuild, I'll tell you that.
I bet. What about
I
you,
haven't.
Bill?
So I like the end fed. My buddy that built the one for me, W0EJ, Bill is his name also. He built it, and it is overbuilt, is the way I've always described it. He put 3 huge toroids in there. It's 49-1, and then we actually used house wire for the end fed, and we got, I don't remember what it is, 78-ish feet, and then just tuned it 1-to-1 on 40 meters, and that does pretty much everything I need. Now, you can't build one like that and take it out to the field, because it's that house wire is not going to fold up really nice and easy. So you're going to have some more
rigid,
flexible, pliable wire there. So
that there was a car heel.
Flex weave. I love the flex weave.
And AJ, we haven't got to you yet. What do you like?
Well, I don't build antennas. I buy them and use them. I've never built an antenna, to be honest with you. I've never built one, so I can't answer that question.
What kind of ham are you? You've got.
Oh, wait. Okay. Wait. I scratched that. Yeah, I have.
Okay.
Yeah, I have.
You're scaring me.
I'm sorry. In the beginning, okay. I was building dipoles.
All right.
Yeah, I was building dipoles in the beginning, and before I got my vertical. So I take that back. Right. So that's the only one I have experience with actually building from nothing.
Is that the infamous speaker wire dipoles?
That's correct.
Yes. If you haven't built a speaker wire dipole, then I don't know what to say. They are. Joe says I haven't.
So, nice. But that brings up something that before we go, I wanted to do. We've said it before, and I got to say it again. Joe, KE8DNF, he does so much behind the scenes for the show. He works real hard, and definitely,
yes, he does.
He needs your appreciation for that. So I see that we got a few more subscribers yet tonight. Love that. We're gonna keep on going.
Thank you guys.
Thank you guys.
We're in talks with a few other celebrities, Gray Man, and a few people.
We're trying.
We're trying. So we're gonna bring some more guests on in the near future, and hopefully keep on building. We're in the early stages right now, but we're gonna keep on building, and who knows where we're gonna go. So
exactly.
Well, that's my parting words. Anybody else?
Yeah, thank you all very much.
Yeah, get out your hand warmers and go activate.
Absolutely. I was out there walking around. I did my activation. I did a tour. As you guys seen, go watch the video. It's James A. Garfield. It's titled. Go check it out. It's a good time. Check out Kilo 5 Kilo Alpha Bravo. He was on tonight. Me and Bill were actually surprise guests on his show this evening, and because the bands were garbage, but he sent us invites to come on the show, and we did a little chit chatting with him tonight. That was great. That was awesome. Love my brother from another mother. He does the Kilowatts and Berber show. Absolutely, man. And Hillbilly, send one of us an email. My email is good on QRZ. If you ever want to come on and talk about parks on the air and antennas or whatever with us, we'd be happy to have you. That goes for anybody out there in the audience that's watching the show.
Yeah.
You want to come on and be a guest on the show, email one of us. And if we ain't got somebody scheduled, we're going to do, I think we mentioned this on the last one. At the end of every month, we're going to have a guest, and maybe one or two in between, maybe. But at the end of every month, the final week of Monday of the month, we would like to have a guest. We had so far our guests have been the surprise guest, Kilo 5 Kilo Alpha Bravo. He was our devil's advocate for Parks on the Air.
Yep.
Then we had Joe, KE8DNF. We brought him on stage and let him have his piece with his activations and how he does it as a handicap ham, and very good friend of mine. I've known him for many years, and I'm proud of the way he gets out there and does what he does to get it done. He does do it. And then we had the infamous POTA Power. Vaughn and Miss Julie came on, and our next guest is still waiting to get the okay, yeah, give me the link, Tim.
Yep.
Gray man. Talking to you, buddy. Talking to you, Tim. So there's a spoiler alert. Our next guest, we're trying to get Gray Man POTA on here and talk about Parks on the Air with the Gray Man, with Tim himself. And
that would be awesome.
You guys, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah,
like I told you guys before,
that'd be an honor.
He has a little bit of experience.
Just a little bit.
Just a little.
It's Miss Julie and some guy named Vaughn.
Yeah, right. He has just a little bit of experience. If you haven't checked out his channel, it's right there at Gray Man POTA. Go check him out. The Sunday morning at the park, I plug it in my ear every Sunday morning if I'm at work, and if I'm not at work, I'm on there. I'm active in the stream. I'm active in the chats, and he's an awesome dude. I had the pleasure of having dinner with him, POTA Power, Punk Rock Radio, a few others. There was a few others that came out with us, and that was at Dayton this last year. That was awesome. That was a good time. Me and Vaughn, we chatted it up a lot, and me and Miss Julie chatted it up. Me and Tim chatted a little bit, and I got to chat with a bunch of guys out there and say howdy and get the chance and opportunity to meet a lot of you guys that are POTA activators and YouTube celebrities. It was just so much fun. I had a blast, and I will be there again this year representing my channel, POTA Boy, 88LHR to POTA Boy in Northeast Ohio, and also representing CQ POTA Podcast. And with that, I'm going to say that's my final words. Peace, love, and the ham fam, brothers and sisters.
You guys all have a good week. Later.
See ya.
Bye.